Hello, English-speaking world. All the German learners, I greet you. This will be my first language tutorial. In this video, I will show you how German grammar works by comparing a simple German sentence with the English equivalent. So let's take a look at the sentence. Der Mann kauft den Apfel. Der Mann kauft den Apfel. The man buys the apple. Have you noticed the similarity? This is because English and German are historically related languages. Here in the top left corner you have the vocabulary. Kaufen, to buy. Mann, man. Apfel, apple. Don't worry about the information in these brackets here. This is for plural and gender information. Both English and German have a sentence structure of subject, verb, and object. So, for example, a person doing something comes first, and then the action, so what is done, and then the target thing of this action comes in the end. So I've marked these functions with different colors. Here you can see the sky blue noun with the article, which is the subject. And here the object is marked in red. And this green-yellow construction here, that is the verb. So in English, the subject and the object are determined by the position in the sentence. But you can see that here the article the and the, it's the same article. But in German it is different, it's slightly different. You see der, here it's den. The reason for that is German has a thing called cases. We have 4 cases, and what that means is basically different articles for different functions. So we have here, this is the subject, so when you follow the blue line you have the subject case. So this is the subject case article. The subject case is called nominative in German. It is also called the first case. And this is the second most important case. The object case is called accusative. So den would be the accusative article. Let's take a look at the verb. So you see that here kaufen means to buy. This n at the end is just to signal that it is a verb. It is like the to buy. It's just to show here, this is the infinitive, and you can take away this n, and then you have the stem, the so-called stem. The rest, what is left, that's the stem. And that is what you have here in the green box. In English that would be buy. In German, kauf. So what you got to do is you got to conjugate the verb. That means you change it at the end to fit the noun here. This here, you can see it in English. There's only very little conjugation left in the English language. but there used to be more in Old English, for example. You have here in the third person singular, you still have the s at the end, right? So the man buys, not the man buy, right? And in German you have this for basically every person. So der Mann kauft. So you add the T for the third person singular. If you have the first person singular, I buy, then in German this would be ich kaufe. So that would be a different ending here. Okay, let's repeat. Der Mann kauft den Apfel. Der is the subject case article, the nominative article, with the subject noun. Kauft is the conjugated verb, with here the stem in green, and the ending in yellow for the appropriate person here. Then we have the object article, den, also called accusative, with the object noun, Apfel. So let's look at some common mistakes. These are all mistakes. I've marked the wrong part, I've underlined it. Der Mann kauft der Apfel. This is 2 times the subject article, so there should of course be the object article for Apfel. Der Mann kaufen den Apfel. This here is the infinitive of the verb, so it's not the right conjugation here at this part. Der Mann den Apfel kauft. This is a sentence structure mistake. The word order is wrong. So the most important thing in German word order is that you put the verb at the second position. With der Mann as the first position, and then kauft, and then the third would be den Apfel. Germans can actually change the word order of subject and object, because the article shows clearly what subject and object is. It is sometimes used in emphasis. We can skip the next one. This is just how I wrote down the vocabulary with the short form R for der. This is of course not used in written German like this. And the last thing, and this is probably not a mistake that an English speaker would make, because this is more a mistake of German learners that have no articles in their language. So using no articles would be a mistake. You always have to have a good reason to not use articles. So that's all for this lecture. I hope you found this informative, and if you have any questions you can post them here in the comments. I'll try to answer them. And of course I will be making more videos about German and German grammar. So if you're interested, you can subscribe to my channel. Ja, and like the video. So vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit.